Good morning everyone, and welcome back to the session on your data structures, where we were discussing about something called as linked list. Today's session, we are going to discuss about something called a new topic in this particular data structures. We basically call it as single linked list. I mean, double linked list. So in the previous session, we discussed about something called a single linked list, and then we discussed about circular linked list. And today we are going to start about something called as double linked list. And in this we'll be discussing about creation of that particular nodes, whatever it is, and followed with that we'll see some of the insertion operations. Since you people have already we have already discussed about something called a single linked list and circular linked list, this will not be having much trouble to understand and how to prepare, I mean how to create the nodes and as well as how to insert that particular operations. Only thing is that certain number of new steps need to be added to the existing code. The code will be same that what we have discussed in our previous, but only thing is since we are talking about here double linked list here in this case, so definitely there will be three blocks here in this particular thing. So how it is represented is something like this. Double linked list in the sense nothing but which consists of a particular node consists of three different blocks. So if you see the middle block this way, this is what we call it as a data block, and onto the right hand side whatever we have we call it as a next block. Next means it consists of address of the next node whatever we are having, and this particular block, the previous block to the data block, is what we call it as a previous block. Means it consists of the address of the previous node. I mean the previous node whichever is there, that address will be present in this. So that is what we basically call it as a double linked list. So since you know that there are three blocks here, so definitely the code when we are writing it we have to fill the three blocks, then only we can perform the operations and all. For that purpose then some two or three steps are going to add to the existing code whatever we have seen with respect to your single linked list as well as circular linked list, or basically you can consider single linked list. That is much more better. So in this first, we'll be discussing about insertion here, and then we'll do introduction part related to this, and followed with that, we have something called as different operations, what we can perform here, something called as creation, insertion, deletion, and finally display. So creation and display we will see, and then we'll discuss about insertion. And in the next session, we'll try to discuss about deletion operation. So, it is also called as a two-way linked list. Why it is called two-way linked list? Because it is having the address of the previous node as well as the address of the next node. So definitely we can go in both the directions, either in the forward direction, either in the backward direction. That's why it is called as a two-way linked list. And as you know that this particular node consist of three blocks, definitely the complexity for this particular thing increases, isn't it? Because earlier we used to have only, if you talk about single linked list and circular linked list, we used to have only two blocks. One is what we call it as a data block, and this is what we call it as a next block, means it will consist of the address of the next node. But if you talk about in this double linked list, we have something called as a data block. The next block is used to contain the address of the next node, and we have one more thing called as previous. So it is used, so previous is used for storing the address of the previous node. So you can understand that since there are three blocks here, the complexity will be increasing somewhat. So as I stated, we have three parts here, something called as data. That is a middle block is what we call it as data. Then we have something called a pointer to the next node. He is talking about this particular block, this one. Right side block is what he's calling it as next node, which contains address of the next node, and the pointer to the previous node. And here we will be using a pointer previous. So previous. Okay, so this will consist of address of the previous node, whatever we have. So now how the structure of this particular node is defined in C language. So I think you people can understand there will be small modifications, right? So that I already we have just informed you people before also, the same thing I'm doing here. So how you people are going to get it, struct node int data. So there are three blocks here this time, not two blocks. So how we can write int data struct node. Earlier we used to write star next, and we used to close the curly braces because we had only two if you talk about single linked list or circular linked list. But in this double linked list we are having three blocks. So first block is done, second block is done. I had to write one more time structure node. This time I have one more block, that is what we call it as a previous block. So previous. See, and then you are going to close the node. So you can see here this next and previous are nothing but the pointer variables. So pointer variables are used to store the address of the previous node. So this previous whatever I'm showing you here and what is the next is here. These are the pointer variables. Now see how in C language it is actually specified. You can see here struct. So same thing, but only thing I have written first data first and then these two. So you can write in any way whatever you would like to have. So you can see here this is the structure of the node I'm defining here. Struct node star previous. So this previous will be to the leftmost block whichever we are having, and it consists of address of the previous node what we are having. And then we have something called a struct node star next, and this I think you people are familiar. So star next is nothing but it consists of address of the next node whatever we are having. So this is the way how exactly the structure for your double linked list is actually been displayed. And the best part of this particular thing is searching can be done very easily. We can traverse either in the forward direction or the backward direction without having any interruption. So that is the best part what we have in this. Now this is the representation of your double linked list. So if you see here, we will be having a start pointer variable. So I told you before itself, it is a pointer variable, right? Start is a pointer variable, and this variable will consist of address of the first node. Let us suppose this is 100. So that 100 is present here, means indirectly start is present at this particular location. So this is 200, 300 here, 400. This is only for understanding. I'm giving the addresses, but these are not the actual addresses. So here it will consist of 200 because next. Now if you come to this node, it has next. So next will consist of address 300, and there is a previous year. Previous should consist of address of the previous block. What is the address we have here? 100. That 100 should be present here. Same way if you come to the node number 3, this is node number 3. The next block will consist of address of the next node, that is 400, and this will consist of address of the previous node. Now this is the previous node which has address 200. So that 200 I'm going to write it here. And if you talk about this particular node, I think you people are familiar. So you'll be having 500 here, and here you people having 300. Now, if you see here, please concentrate here. The last node, the next block of the last node will consist of null, because this is not circular, right? We are discussing only double linked list, not circular double linked list. So that's why, since it is a double linked list, means the last node, I mean the last node whatever we are having, this is the last node what we have. In this, the next block will consist of null. Same way, the first node whatever you have created, this is node number 1, the previous block of the node will consist of null. Okay, so you people can understand there are two different nulls we are having here. One null is in the first node, another null value in the last node. Last node, the next block should consist of null, whereas coming to the first node, the previous node should consist of null, because there are no other nodes existing before this. This is the first node. So since this is the first node, definitely there will be no previous address. So we are representing with the null here. This is the only thing you people have to keep in mind. And when you're traversing it, make sure whenever you're reaching to the null pointer of a last node, then you have traversed all the elements. So this is how exactly this has been represented. Very simple. See here, the start consists of address 4000. So this is a new node that is created, and the data what I'm storing here is 10. So the next node what we have here is the address 1000. So whatever the next node is going to come here at this particular point here will consist of address 1000. But since this is the first node, before that we don't have any other node. So definitely the previous block of this particular node will consist of null. This is what I mean to say. So if you go ahead, so a new node is created which consists of address 1000. You can see that 1000 is present here. Now, if you see here, this will be filled with both the sides. Means the new node, whatever is going to come, that address will be stored in the next, that is 2000. And the previous block of this particular node will consist of address of the previous node. So what is the address of a previous node we have here? 4000. That 4000 I am going to store it here. So this is the way how we are going to represent it. See here, the last node. Now, if you see here, the last node, the next block of the last node, I'm representing with -1. Either you can represent with null or you can represent with -1. Okay. So basically in the coding, we usually use null to represent -1. So simply we can write null here. Okay. So this is a way. So this is the end of the list. So in my list, I am having three numbers, 10, 20, I mean, so 10, 15, and then finally 20. These are the three data elements which I want to store, and this is the way how exactly it is getting created. So I hope it is very clear. So this is the way how exactly this double linked list works. Now let's see how in the memory this double linked list is actually represented here. So I wanted to type a hello here and I want to place one letter in one particular block. Now since we have seen in the previous linked list and circular linked list, I mean the memory representation where we had only data block and next block. But in this case, we'll be having something called as a previous block, and we will be traversing these elements until I'm reaching the next block of any of the node with -1. That indicates that that is the end of that particular list. Okay, so here wherever you're getting in the next block -1, that is the last element we are having, and that is the end of that particular list. So if you see here, the start variable consists of value 1, address 1. So we are going to store the first data element in this address. So you can see I have stored the value h. Since this is the first element, you know that previous element we will not be having anything. So I have represented simply with -1. Then we have the next address. The next address where I'm going to store the next element E is node number 3. So I will be coming to this node number 3. So E I will be storing in the data. Now you can see here we are coming from node, I mean from the address 1, right? So that is a previous address for this. So in the previous address, you people have represented with 1. And what about the next address now? Wherever the free space is available, the system will allocate it. Now the system has allocated the address 6 to store the next data element here. So you will be jumping to this particular location and you will be storing the value L. Now what is the previous node for this address 6? 3. So that 3 I'm going to write it here. And what is the next address where I can store the next data element? 7. So I'll be coming here. So you can see I have written L. So previous element will be 6 and the next element is 9. So you'll be coming to 9. So finally I've stored the element 0. What is the previous element we have here? 7. And since this is our elements what I wanted to store and O is the last element, I simply wanted to store hello. So since O is the last element here, I am not going to insert any new element. Simply the next block of this particular address will consist of -1. So you can see here. So that is the end of that particular list. And what is the previous node we have from where we have come? Address number 7. So that 7 I'm going to store in the previous block. So this is the way how exactly this particular thing is represented. So whatever I explained, the same thing I'm showing you in a statement wise. So we'll be starting with the variable start pointer variable, which will store the address of the first node, that is 1. From here, the data will be stored one by one, which is h, and then previously everything will be performed. Finally, when you club the elements, you can see we are going to get the word as hello. Now, if you see here in this particular case, so first start, this I'm going to represent pictographically here. So you can see the first thing what we have here is start. From the start you will consist of the address 1, that is nothing but this address. So there we have a data element h, you can see, and the previous address will be null, as you can see -1. So that I have represented here in this case -1. Then what is the next address we have here? 3. So that 3 will be coming up and a new node will be generated. So at address 3. So what is the value we are storing here? E. So what is the previous address here? 1. So that one I'm going to store here in this case, particular case here. And what is the next address? 6. You can see here 1, 6. So that 1 indicates that is a previous address of a particular node. And 6 indicates the address of the next node, what is going to come right now, this one. So you can see here L. So what is the previous node here? You can see here the previous address is 3. So this is pointing to this particular address. And this is pointing to the next address which we have to get it. So that is nothing but 7. And then finally, last element 9. So you people can understand how exactly this double linked list is actually implemented. Same like your single linked list, but only difference is you have an additional node, this one. So previous data node, next node. But if you talk about single linked list, it will consist of only data node and next node. That is the only difference we have with respect to your single linked list and double linked list. So what are the different operations we can perform here? You people know very well, I guess. Whatever the operations we can perform on single linked list, circle linked list, the same thing we are going to perform here. Nothing but creation, insertion, deletion, and finally display. So how to create the nodes? So first we'll discuss exactly how to create the nodes in a double linked list. This is similar to the one what we have in a single linked list, what we have seen, but few more changes have been added here. What are the few changes here is this time we have to fill 3 blocks, not a single block. Okay, I hope you people are getting it. Like in earlier we used to fill 2 blocks. This is the data block and this is the next block. But this time I had to fill one more block, a previous block. So definitely the statements are going to increase. But it is very easy, you guess. See, I'll tell you. Let me explain it. So here is the code for that. So I think you people are familiar what it is. Struct node start create. This is the way how we restarted for creating a linked list. Same way we are doing it. But this time we are actually last time we have created a star node and new node, which consists of a new node whenever we are creating up. And we are using a pointer for traversing it, same like the previous one. And number. So number will consist of whatever the number I wanted to add, that number I'm going to store in a variable num. Enter -1 to end means until I am printing -1, it will keep on repeating the loop, this particular loop. Whatever the loop you people are seeing from here to here, this will keep on running until I'm giving the value -1. Now enter the data. Let us suppose the first data I wanted to enter is 10. Assume it, no big deal. You can assume any number. So enter the first number, whatever the data I want to enter here is 10. So that I am going to store in this particular number. Now, while 10 is not equal to -1, isn't it? 10 is not equal to -1. Condition is satisfied. You're entering into it. First, you're trying to find whether the start is equal to null. You know that start is the first pointer variable we have, and it consists of address of the first node, isn't it? But you people know that we didn't create any new node. So definitely start will be equal to initially null. And you know that I have shown you a single linked list code where we have start equal to null. We have already placed it. Okay, just go through that particular code so that you can know that. So initially start will consist of null. Now this is the first node I wanted to create. Okay, this is a new node. So new node. And by default, this is the first node. So you can understand that here I am having a start variable. So initially start variable doesn't consist of any address of a node because I didn't create. Now I am going to create this particular node. How to create it? First, I'll find whether start is equal to null. Yes, initially start is equal to null. So what shall I do now? So what I have to do now, initially start is equal to null. So what I have to do, simply I have to create this particular node. How to create it? You people are familiar now. New node equal to struct node star mlog size of struct node. So this will create this particular node. Let us assume the address of this node is 1. And what is the data I want to store here is 1. So what I have to do, since this is the first node is created, definitely you don't have any other node. So you in the next block, definitely you can't store the address of a next block until we are creating it. So we don't have, this is only node we have. So definitely the next block will consist of -1. Same way the previous block will be consisting of -1 and the data block. So how we can write here, new node previous equal to node, new node. So this is your new node. So previous block I want to access. So previous, new node previous is equal to what I can write here, null. So that is nothing but -1. Next, what I have to do, I have to keep the data here, right? So data I have to give 1. So how can I access data block? New node arrow data equal to this one I am going to store in what? The variable called number. So that number I am going to store here. See here, the second step. Now what I have to do, the next block should consist of -1, right? So new node next should be equal to what is the value? Null, because we don't have any other node right now. This is the only node we have. Fine, we have did it. But you have created this node, you have assigned the data value, you have kept the previous value -1 next. But start should be pointing to the first node. This is the first node. And what is the address we have here? 1. That 1 should be present here. How can I get that? Simple. Start equal to, so this address is represented by which variable? New node. So simple, start equal to new node. So automatically this one will be stored in the start. So here I will show you now. I hope you people got it, how exactly it's working. Now you people can see how animatedly how exactly it is going to work. So here a start is created and start equal to new node. So one will be stored here. A link is formed for this particular variable. So right now, this is the first node and start is present at this particular location. That's fine. Good. Now what I have to do? So if part we have executed, if you see clearly, the if part has been executed. Simply you will skip the else part. You'll come to this printf, enter the data. This time I wanted to enter the number 2. So that number I'm storing in the variable called number. So what I have to do? Again from here, the loop will be running. So again, this time I have to check while 2 is not equal to 1. I mean, sorry, -1, null. Condition is satisfied. 2 is not equal to -1. So now you are entering and you're checking whether if start is equal to null. What is the value present in the start here right now? It is 1. It clearly shows that we already have some node. We already have some first node and that address is present here, means start is not equal to null. Now this time this if condition is not going to be executed. We will skip that and we'll come to the next one, something called as else part. This time we are skipping this and we are coming to the else part. So first what I will do is I'll assign the pointer to start. So that means pointer is coming to this particular location. Pointer equal to start. Start consists of address 1. So pointer is coming to this particular address. Now I'm going to create a new node. How to create a new node? Struct node star mlog this. So you can see a new node has been created. Okay, forget about the remaining thing. I mean, this one right now, this is not there, this is not there, this is not there. Simply I have created this node whose address is 4. So this new node consists of address 4. Now new node data equal to number. What is the number I have here? 2. So new node data equal to number means this time I am adding the data 2. So what I have did, new node data equal to number. I have added the number. Now I have to bring this pointer to this particular location because I don't have any variable which is accessing this new node, isn't it? So I will first find out while pointer next is not equal to null. Okay, I'll just find out whether pointer next is not equal to null. So here 4 things you people have to do. If you see clearly, what is the 4 things? First thing is I need to change the value of this particular node because this should point to here. Same way, the previous block of this node should be pointing to this. I have to write a step for that. And then this particular next block of this new node should be pointing to -1. These are the 3 things I need to do in this particular case. Then only your task is actually completed. So what I'm going to do right now, it is a start here and this is your pointer. Now what I'm checking, while pointer next is not equal to null. If you see here, pointer is equal to -1. The condition is true. So you'll be simply skipping it. So pointer not equal to null means you will enter into this, but pointer next is null. So this condition fails. So you're going to execute these 3 statements. What are the statement? Pointer next equal to new node. So pointer next means this block equal to new node. So new node consists of address 4. That 4 is going to come here. That 4 I'm going to do. So this -1 I'm replacing. So a connection is established in this way. Now what is the next step I need to do? I have to fill the previous block of a new node. This is a new node represented with the variable new node. So new node previous should consist of the address of this one. So that address is present in a variable called pointer. So what you people can write here? New node previous. New node previous equal to, so this address 1 is present in which variable? Pointer. So ptr. So that is what I'm doing here. Okay, and whereas we're coming to pointer next, already I said pointer next equal to new nodes. Okay, so that will be written here, pointer next. So where is pointer? This particular node. What is the next block here? Equal to new node. So new node consists of address 4. That 4 I'm storing in the next block of a pointer, that is here. So now with the help of new node previous equal to pointer, I have attached a connection from here to here. That's fine. Now the next block of the new node should consist of -1 because we don't have any other new node. So what we can write is new node next block, new node next block is equal to null. So if people can see, it will come here something called as -1. So finally your task is completed. This is a way how exactly we create a particular linked list. Now our links have been formed here. You can see here. So you got a value. Initially the value is -1. Now you got the value 4 here. Now the connection has been established, isn't it? So, okay. This is the way how you people can actually create it and you people can process it. Now, when this while condition will be true is from the next node you are creating. Now, suppose I'm creating another node here. Let us suppose 3. Now this time this pointer will be present here initially because pointer is equal to start, right? This is a start variable, so pointer. So pointer, while it will check while pointer next not equal to null. You can see here it is 4. 4 is not equal to null. So pointer equal to pointer next. So it will come to this particular location. Now pointer is not equal to null. No, it is equal to null. So it will simply skip and it will come here. Pointer next equal to new node. Suppose the address of this node is 5. So pointer next means this will come here 5 and new node previous equal to pointer means a connection from here to here. So this will consist of 4. And what about this one? This is the last node. So new node next will be equal to null and simple data. I think you know how to add the data. New node data equal to number, whatever we are having. Simply you're going to do it. That's it. So I hope you people are getting it and you understood how exactly we can create. This is the way how we can exactly create it. Only difference is we got one more statement here. What is the statement is this new node previous equal to null. Same way here also one more statement what we got is new node previous equal to pointer. Remaining all is same. Remaining all the code is similar to the one what we have seen in the linked list concept. Only thing is we have one additional block in each and every node. That is the previous block. And that is what we need to fill it up. That's it. So for that one statement will be coming for each and every code, whatever we are executing it. And the next thing what we have is displaying it. So how can we display? Well, there is no changes in this. This is similar to even whatever we have seen in linked list. Same way you people can see here. Suppose I wanted to display the number. So the output will be, what is the output for this? You're going to get is something like 1, 2, and 3. It is very simple. Display. So I'm going to use a pointer variable PTR. Initially pointer is equal to start. So right now pointer is at this particular location. While pointer is not equal to null, obviously 1. What is the pointer consist of here? Address 1. 1 is not equal to null. Pointer data. What is the data block consist of here? Value 1. So 1 will be printed. Next pointer equal to pointer next. So what is the next value consist of in this particular next block? 4. So the pointer will skip from here and it will come here. So while pointer is not equal to null, what is the value we have in pointer? 4. 4 is not equal to null. Pointer data. So data this one. So 2 will be displayed here. And then pointer equal to pointer next. What is the value we have in pointer next? 6. So simply this pointer will be jumping to this particular location. Simply it will print the data pointer data. Pointer equal to pointer next. What is the next we have? Null. So this time it is -1. Now when we are coming to while pointer not equal to -1, but this time pointer is -1. So pointer is equal to -1. This condition fails. You simply come out of it and you will give the starting position. That's it. So this is a way how exactly this display operation is going to work on. Very, very easy. This is similar to what we have seen in the linked list. Okay, no changes in this operation of a display. Now we are going to discuss about here something called as insertion operation. So like in your single linked list, we have 4 operations. Same way we are going to have here 4 operations. First, creating a node in the beginning. Next, creating a node, the node in the end. So we will be inserting a node in the beginning, inserting a node in the end, then inserting after a given number, inserting before a given number. So these are the 4 cases we have similar to your single linked list and the same way we are going to apply. But only thing is one additional statement will come for the previous block. So how to insert a node in the beginning? So let us consider this. This is the linked list I'm having here, which consists of value 1, 7, 3, 4, and 2. Now I wanted to insert a node in the beginning. Okay, so I want to insert a node in this particular location. How can I do it? What is the very first step we need to do? We need to first create that particular new node. So how to create a new node? How to create that particular new node? I think you people are familiar, right? You people know how to create a new node now. So using a statement new node equal to struct node star malloc, isn't it? Malloc size of struct node. So using that, you will be creating this. And in this, I want to store the data 9. So how to store the data 9 here? New node data equal to number. So number is a variable which consists of value 9. So you have placed it. Now I want to place it in the beginning here, right? In this particular location. So what shall I do now? It's very simple, I guess. You know that this is a first node and it is pointed by start. So means whatever the new node I'm having here, the next block of this new node should consist of address of this particular node, and that address is present in start. So what is the statement you have to write? New node next, isn't it? New node next equal to what you have to write? Start, isn't it? So this will, suppose the address of this is 100. So new node next equal to start means you will get 100 here. So it means in this you will be getting 100 in this, and there is a link is formed. And you know, since this is a first node, the previous block of the new node should consist of -1. So how can you get that? New node previous equal to null. Fine. So this is also, so this part becomes -1. That's okay. That's fine. Till here it is okay. No problem till now. So what happened here? A link is formed here. So from here, this will, a link is formed here. But you know, this is a double linked list. So there should be a reverse link from here to here. So how can I form that? So you know that this is present in this particular node, right? So either you can write something like start is a pointer variable. You know that start is a pointer variable. So I can't use start. So definitely I'll be using a pointer variable PTR, node pointer variable PTR. So that will be pointing to start. So here pointer previous equal to, I mean this node equal to, what is the address here? Suppose this address is 50 and it is present in a new node. So pointer equal to new node. I will explain it. Don't worry with the program so that you can understand. So here you will be getting something called as 50. So directly a connection has been established. So this is the way how you people can exactly perform the operation. See here. So first thing what I had to do here, I had to create a node which consists of a data 9. So this is what I'm doing. Now what I'm going to do is I have to first allocate a memory. So that is what I'm doing. For I have created a new node and I have placed the data value 9 and the previous value as X. Now what I'm doing, I'll just simply bringing it to the beginning. You can see here 9 I have brought it, and simply I'm establishing a connection with the new node. So finally your task is completed. So this is the code for that. So I think the first statement, the step one in the algorithm, what we are saying is we are trying to find out whether we are having available memory or not. In case we don't have a memory for allocation or performing operations, then we cannot. We can say that is the overflow. If you don't have a memory to create a new node, how can you create a new node? It's not possible. For that, we are writing this statement overflow. And then remaining process is same as your linked list. So you can see here, I'll explain the code here. This code, I'll explain it using a technique. So yeah, this is the one. So I will explain it one by one so that you people can understand. See here how exactly it's working. Struct node star insert beginning. You know that. So I'm going to take something called as this time new node. Okay. So new node is the one which will create it. So enter the data. What is the data I want to enter here? 9. So number is equal to 9. Now I'm going to create this node. How to create? Let us suppose the address of this is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So I think if you are familiar now this will consist of 400. This will have 500. This will have 300. And this will be having 400. And this will have 200. And this will be having 300. And this, oh sorry, previous one 100. And this will have 200. So what I'm doing here, first thing is new node equal to, so I'm creating a new node. Now the node is created and the address for this node is 50. So new node is equal to how much? New node equal to 50. Now new node data equal to numbers. What is the number we have? 9. New node data means the middle element 9. I have already placed it. Now start previous equal to new node. What is start is pointing to the first node. What is previous here? The previous block equal to new node. What is the value we have in new node? 50. So I'm placing 50 in the previous block of a start variable. So start is pointing to this node. The previous block will consist of 50. So I'm establishing a connection. Now I have to establish a connection with this new node to here. How can I do that? New node next equal to start. So what is the value present in the start here? 100. So that 100 I am placing into this new node next equal to start. What is a new node? This one. What is the next block? We have this, and there I am placing equal to start. So 100. So you can see a connection is established from here to here. Wow, that's good. Now new node previous will be equal to null. Since this is a first node, so I have to write the previous block as null. So you can see my x is there. Now this start should be pointing to the first variable. Now this time this is a first variable, not this one. So this start should come here at this particular location. So how it can come? Start equal to the address. What is the address? 50. Present in which variable? New node. So start equal to new node. So simply start will be now jumping from this and it will be coming to this particular location. So you people have successfully inserted a new node in the beginning. This is the way how you people are going to create it. Very, very easy, right? Simply first thing what you have to do is you have to take the number, you have to create a node, and after that you have to insert the whatever the data is present in that new node. How to do it? New node data equal to number. Now what we have to do? So first we have to establish a connection with the first node with the new node what is created. So you know that new node is actually created using something called as pointer variable start. So start previous should consist of address of a new node. So what you're going to write? Start arrow previous equal to new node, because that consists of the address of that particular new node. So that is 50. So you got a 50 here and you have established the connection. Now only thing left is you have to provide a connection with the new node next block. So new node next block. So how you're going to write here? New node next equal to start. Start consists of 100. That 100 will be coming here. So automatically you have established a link from here to here. Finally, you have connected it. And this block should consist, the previous block should consist of -1. So new node previous equal to null. And finally, this start should come to this because this is the first node in this linked list now. I mean, whatever the list we are using. So start equal to new node. So it will come to this particular position. So finally, you people have created this particular. So you have successfully inserted a new node in the beginning. Okay, I hope you people have understood how exactly this particular thing works. Now let's go to the second one. What is the second one here? Inserting a node in the end. So this time I want to insert a node in the last. So I think you people know how to create it. So first we need to create a data and we have to insert the value 9. And since this is the last element it's going to be, so definitely the new node next will consist of null pointer. So I have filled it. You can see here 9x is completed. But this time I have to access which pointer, not the first one, this one, right? This particular thing I want to access it. So definitely I have to use a pointer variable PTR, which points to the starting node. Slowly it will be traversed from one node to another node until it is reaching to this. So how to reach there? Simple. Pointer next should be not equal to null. If it is equal to null, you have reached that particular position. And now what you have to do, simply establish a connection with this. How? This is a new node which consists of address 50. So pointer next should consist of value here 50. So connection is established. Now this is a new node. New node previous should consist of pointer. What is the pointer address? Let us suppose 200. That 200 will be placed here. This connection is established. Done. Your task is completed. This is the way how you people are going to insert it. That's it. Let's see it diagrammatically. So we are going to take a pointer variable as I stated, and initially it will be pointing to the first node. See, it is initially pointing to first node. Now we will be traversing it. So how to traverse it? The condition while pointer next. How will I come to know that I have reached the last? Definitely only when we have x here, that is -1 in the next block. So while pointer next is not equal to null, until it is equal to null, keep on traversing. How to traverse? Pointer equal to pointer next. That's it. So it will keep on jumping from one location to another location. And finally, it will reach in this particular location. And after that, the remaining process is very simple. We will be simply providing that pointer and this. So you can see here, what is the code we need to write? So we need to keep this here. So pointer is pointing to this. So pointer next. What do you mean by that? Next block, I mean this one, should consist of address of this new node. So new node address is 50, let us suppose. So pointer next equal to what we have to write? New node. So that means the 50 is coming here. Now this new node previous should consist of the address of this. Suppose the address is 100 here, that 100 should be coming here. So new node previous equal to pointer. New node previous equal to pointer. So automatically pointer consists of address 100 that we are placing it. So 100. Now finally our connection has been established. So that is what how exactly it works. So the code is same. Algorithm, you people can just go through it. So same way, first we'll find whether there is an empty node is available or not. Can we create a new node or not? If the memory is not available, we'll simply say that it's not possible to create. But if it is available, we can perform the operation. How to perform it? Yeah, this is a code for that. You can see here, this is the list I'm having, and this is a new node I'm having here. Okay, this doesn't exist here in this. So I'm having this particular node. So this is a new node. Initially, this one you can remove it. So this is a new node what we have here. Okay, new node. And this is the one which I want to insert in the last. That's why I have placed it here. Now this time I am going to use two pointer variables, star new node, star pointer. Okay. Start new node and start pointer int number. So this number will consist of the value 9 which I want to enter the data. So I'm entering the data. Now new node equal to, I'm creating a new node. This new node is created using this particular statement. What is the address? Let us suppose 100. Okay, let me write the addresses here: 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So I think you people know what is the address we have here. 200 here. Here you'll be having 100, and here you'll be having 300. And what about here? 200. Previous node. Next node 400. Previous node 300, and this will have 500. And this will be having something called as 400. Now we have reached to this point. So new node address is 50. Now new node data equal to number 9. So I'm placing that 9 here. Now pointer equal to start. Now this time I had to access this particular node. How can I access this node? I'll be using a pointer variable which is initially pointing to start. Now I will traverse it. See, while pointer next not equal to null. So initially pointer is at this particular node, node number 1. What is the next value consist of here? 200. 200 is not equal to null. Condition satisfied. Enter. Pointer equal to pointer next. So PTR equal to pointer next. What is the value we have in pointer next? 200. 200. So pointer will simply skip from here to 200th location. That is here. Now again it will check while pointer next is not equal to null. What is the value we have? 300. It is not equal to null. Pointer equal to pointer next. So 300. So from here it will skip and it will come to this particular location. So it consists of 400. It is not equal to null. So simply pointer will skip and it will come to the next node. 500 is not equal to null. Simply skip and come to this particular location PTR. Now pointer next consists of null. Now this condition fails. It comes to this particular location. Now you have reached the point where you have to do the mapping point, where you people have to do a mapping. So what is the mapping you need to do here? Pointer next should consist of the address of a new node. So how can you write pointer next? I mean this one equal to new node. What is the address? 50. That I am placing in pointer next. So what I'm doing exactly here, this is a pointer. Pointer next is this 50. a connection is established. Now you have to establish a connection with a new node. So new node previous should consist of address of this particular pointer, that is 500. So what you have to write? New node previous equal to pointer. So pointer is at which location? 500. So that 500 I'm storing in new node previous. So this is a new node. The previous block will consist of 500. So a link has been connected like this. Wow, that's very pretty cool. And the last thing we have is we have to write here null in the new node next block. So new node next equal to null. Done. Your task is completed. New node next equal to null. And finally, you're simply returning the statement. So I think it's become very, very easy, right? It is very easy to perform this particular operation. Now the connection is established and this is the last node. So next block is also here represented with null. So this is the way how you people can actually perform insertion of a node in the ending. And the next thing what we have is inserting a new node after a given particular node. So you are given a value, after that you want to insert it. It's also very simple. So you can see here, this is a node. Suppose I want to insert a node here. I want to take a new node 9 and I want to insert after a value 3. So what is the very first step I need to do? First, I have to create this particular node. This new node I have to create, assign the value 9 to it. That is what I need to do. So a new node has to be created and we need to write the data, that is number 9. 9 is created. Okay, but this time remember, this is a previous diagram. So this X will not be there. Why? Because this node we are inserting in the in between means the next block will consist of address of this one. And the previous block will consist of address of this one. So definitely they should not be null in this particular case. Now we'll be taking a pointer, same PT here, and this pointer will be moving to the location. Which particular location it is going to move? This one is not there. So this pointer will move to the value where I wanted to insert after a given node, where it is 3. After 3, I want to. So this pointer will traverse from this node to this node to this. How can it traverse from this to this particular node? So what you can write is while, same like your previous one, but this time not next. While pointer data is not equal to value, and this variable value will consist of 3. So what is the first pointer data here? 1. 1 is not equal to 3. What you have to do? This one is same like your previous one. Pointer equal to pointer next. So it will be skipping. It will skip and it will come to this node. Now it will check again. While pointer data, what is the data we have? 7. 7 is not equal to the value which we want. What do you have to do? Traverse. Pointer equal to pointer next. This time pointer has come. So while pointer data not equal to value, but this time pointer data is 3. 3 is equal to 3. Condition fails. So you have reached the pointer here. Now the remaining process you have to do with respect to that. So that I will explain it. Don't worry. So just have a look. So pointer is in the initial position. It will be traversed now until it is going to the value after which we have to insert. It has reached pointer number, I mean the value 3. Now what I have to do? Simply I have to perform the operation. What is the operation here? Whatever the address is present here, initially it consists of address of this node. I have to override it and override with this particular new node. And this should be overwritten with this particular node like this and this. This is what I have to do. Once I'm successfully able to do, your task is completed. So this is a code for that. Okay, let me explain it using this so that it becomes. So here you can see this is a code. Now this is a new node. The same the remaining process is same. You have to define the variable structure node pointer value, enter the data and all. So you are going to create a new node. This new node is created. Let us suppose initially the address is 100, 200, 300, 400, and this is 500. So here what I can write here? 200, right? So here it will be 100, 300. So this is something initially 200. This will be having 400. And if you come to this will consist of 300. And the same way you're having something called as 500. And this will consist of 500. Now this is the new node created. Let us suppose the address data equal to number. So number has been assigned. Now I'm going to take a start. So pointer is right now here. Now what the pointer will do? Pointer data not equal to value. So 1 is not equal to, what is the value I gave here? 3. So I have to give 3 here, right? So it is not equal to 3. Enter. Pointer equal to pointer next. This pointer has jumped to this particular location. What is the data? We have 7. It is not equal to 3. Pointer will be jumping and coming to this particular location. Now the value is same. You'll be skipping this. You'll come to this. Now see here. New node previous equal to pointer. What is a new node? This is a new node. New node previous block equal to pointer. What is the address we have in this? 300. 300 is coming. So a link is formed with this. Now, new node next equal to pointer next. If you see here, this is a new node. This is a next block equal to pointer next. So this is a pointer. What is the value we present in this pointer next? 400. And that I am assigning here. So that is what is saying. New node next means this block equal to pointer next. So what is a pointer actually consists of value right now? 400. So pointer next is 400. That 400 I'm assigning here 400. Now you can see a connection is established between the node. A new node has come in between. Remaining links we need to do it. How can do it? Pointer next previous equal to, now I want to replace this 300 with what? This particular 300. Oh, sorry. Okay, let it be here. What is the value we have here is 300. Now what I want to do here is pointer next previous equal to new node. So pointer next previous, previous equal to new node. So I want to replace this particular thing. Okay, I want to replace this particular thing 400 with 50. So how can I do that? Pointer next equal to new node. You can see here pointer next equal to new node. So pointer next value equal to new node means 50. Now this time this will be replaced with something called as 50. Now a connection is established from here to here. But now this 300 should be replaced with this particular thing. So how can I do that is pointer next previous. Okay, so what is pointer next here? Pointer initially consists of here something called as, initially it is having 400. Okay, let me erase and explain it. Please give me 2 minutes. Here we have something called as 400, right? And here we had something called as 300. So what is doing exactly here in this particular statement is this one. Pointer next previous, in the sense, what is pointer next? First take this pointer next. So this is a pointer. What is the value we have? 400. So it is jumping to this particular location. Next previous. So in the next one, what is the previous one we have? This one. This one he is trying to replace with the new node. What is the new node here? 50. So that he is replacing this with 50. This thing he is replacing with 50. Now next I have to replace this 400 with 50. So pointer next equal to, what I can write? I can simply write here pointer next equal to new node. So 50 will be coming here. So this is the way how exactly it is coming. Now the link is formed between these two and the link is formed between these two. This is the only statement which you people have to focus out here in this particular thing. That is nothing but pointer next previous equal to new node. Means pointer next, you should go one by one. Pointer next means initially this pointer was pointing to this particular node. So it is going to that particular block. In this block, the previous node what we have, that is this one, he is replacing with the new node address. That's it. Okay, I hope you people have got it. Fine, we will stop here. In the next session, I'll explain this one more time so that you people get a clarity over here. And this one, and same way we have something called as previous node. Okay, so this one, and we have something like before a given node. This is also similar to that only. So process is same. You'll be inserting it to the previous node and all. So this two we'll discuss in the next session and try to complete it. So this is all for today's session. I hope you people have understood. If you have any doubts, you can ping me up anytime. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for watching.
Thank you, sir.